Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Hey, welcome to the Rerun Lounge. I'm Remy, and we are gonna go into gamer mode today. Well, kinda. I'm not a gaming channel, but I do like me some anime, and the 8th installment of the Megaman series has some special anime cutscenes in it that are begging to be covered.
He said, "Thank you."
The game was released in 1996 as Rockman 8 Metal Heroes in Japan, or in 1997 in America as the disappointingly subdued title, Megaman 8. It's okay, we traded the subtitle for subpar dubbing. Though, to be fair, Megaman is not known for ever having top quality voice acting.
What am I fighting for?
I might cover that one in a later video. Mega Man X4 is my personal favorite Mega Man game, and it's partially due to the cutscenes. Hear that catchy J-pop song? It's called Electrical Communication by Ganesha, and is the intro theme played over Mega Man fighting against many of his past foes from other games. Ironically, none of his foes from this game appear in it, but that is likely because the game and X4 were released during the 10th anniversary of the franchise, so why not give a little fan service? Unfortunately, the combo of electrical communication and robot blasting action was not seen in the West. This bop was restricted to the Japanese release of the game. Capcom didn't think the Westerners were ready for that kind of jam, so its power was sealed in Japan until further notice. Instead, we got this. Still, this is amazing and fits the action on screen just as well. The score for Mega Man 8 was done by Shusaku Uchiyama, and while we don't get to hear much of his music in the anime cutscenes, his upbeat and synth-heavy style is sure to get your blood pumping whenever you do hear it. Though no matter what song you hear over the intro, the first few seconds alone hit hard with the blue bomber appearing in a dramatic silhouette before further revealing the detailed metallic sheen on his body. Then bam, title appears. It is a worthy anime opening. In an ideal reality, this would be the intro to a fully flushed out show, rather than being treats drip fed to us over the course of a game. At the time though, it was the optimum way to view Mega Man in animated form. However, there were other options.
Oh no! He's gonna blast President Lincoln!
Ha! I knew you'd risk yourself for Mr. Lincoln.
It's not bad, but if I had to choose if this or this would get to live, I wouldn't save Ruby Spears' Mega Man. The art direction taken in Mega Man 8 is noticeably different than its past entries. The characters are less chibi and stubby and a bit more in line with human proportions while still being stylized. This is due to Keiji Inafune, the lead artist for the first 6 entries, playing the role of producer this time around. Hayato Kaji, who was the lead artist for Mega Man 7, was now in the director's chair and led Hideki Ishikawa and Shinsuke Komaki as they worked under him. Despite the change in style, the spirit of all the characters is faithfully captured and put into animation by the now defunct studio Xebec, which was acquired by Sunrise Beyond. Xebec also did the animation for Mega Man X4 and Maverick Hunter X, alongside a plethora of other anime shows and movies. Beyond the intro sequence, the first cutscene is a DBZ-like fight in space between two mysterious spots in front of what appears to be planet Saturn. Those are two distinct rings. Is that Saturn? I'll just call it Saturn, because after the giant clash, both robots are sent spiraling into Earth's atmosphere. After a clever transition from fireballs heading towards Earth to Mega Man being thrown into a building, we see our protagonist in a fight of his own, mirroring the conflict previously seen, but on a smaller scale. Mega Man pleads with his rival Bass.
Hey, Zach!
No, it's Bass, but we will get to the voice acting later. He pleads with Bass to end the fighting as it is pointless. Keeping in line with the characters' personalities, Mega Man is more careful with his shots and only grazes Bass and misses any buildings entirely. Bass, on the other hand, is much more reckless and uncaring, causing unnecessary damage. Once again, the transitions in these scenes is amazing. Look at how this piece of rubble flies towards the screen and transitions into a larger piece, unveiling a very angry Bass posed with its buster pointed towards the sky. After Roll fetches Megaman, we cut to the conclusion of this scene. Winding down from the action, Dr. Light informs Megaman of his next mission, to investigate a strange meteorite that fell to Earth and hopefully recover it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Spoiler, it falls into the wrong hands. After Megaman defeats a couple of the robot masters, the next scene we see is this mysterious robot, also recovered from the impact crater. This is Duo, the robot that fought against the evil one in space. Fun fact, he was originally designed to be the creation of another character in the series, a Russian doctor named Cossack. That is why his head resembles an Ushanka, a Russian fur hat, but now he's an alien robot instead, which is still cool. But I do wonder how his design would have differed if they didn't recycle an old concept. When we first see Duo in his totality, he is presented with generous amounts of detail and a metallic sheen, just as Megaman was seen in the intro. He looks a little out of place alongside the less detailed animated characters, but I think this is better than dumbing down his details just to make the scene only the slightest bit more cohesive. I also believe that it does do the scene a favor by making him seem more otherworldly. As Duo lays on the table, Megaman and Dr. Light discuss the new discovery of the unusual skull-shaped energy, which is later confirmed to be the remnants of the robot fought in space and is made of pure evil.
Must be a being of complete evil.
Or complete evil, whatever you prefer. While this is happening, we get a nice camera angle peeking over Duo's face. It seemingly implies that he is intaking this information despite being unconscious. He is an alien robot, he could work that way. He wakes up after the two leave, then destroys the evil energy, and jets out with no regard for the lab. Roll is probably going to have to be the one stuck fixing that, you know? Our next scene takes place after the defeat of all of the robot masters. Megaman is in a volcano ready to take on Wily, but there is one last challenge. A massive guardian robot that is out for blood. Oil? It clinches Megaman in his fist and then socks Rush into the side of the volcano. Oh shit, Rush is dead. The lava below illuminates the gargantuan robot with a menacing glow as our hero struggles in his hand. Dr. Wily taunts from his base,
I'm impressed! I didn't think you'd make it this far, Megaman!
Then leaves Megaman to be electrocuted to death. Luckily, Duo pops in to save the day. I enjoy the scene of Megaman breaking free from the giant hand, then landing with the camera pointing upwards at a dynamic angle. It not only looks cool, but focuses our sights on Megaman's next objective, to check the well-being of his canine companion. Duo now introduces himself properly along with his mission to eliminate evil from the universe, while Shusaku Uchiyama delivers with a triumphant beat befitting of this badass spot.
My name is Duo. I was born with the sole purpose to eliminate the evil energy from this universe.
It then leads into a powerful synth trumpet while Duo makes mincemetal of the big gorilla. Normally, chopping someone's face in half would be pretty violent, but like Samurai Jack, it plays the robot card. When this kind of violence happens to robots and they are spewing oil instead of blood, no one seems to bat an eye. Still though, the details inside this guy emulates a face in twain pretty well, and it is quite gnarly. After the Guardian is defeated, the alien bot goes off to eliminate the remainder evil energy from Earth, while Megaman gets to work on removing the barrier from Wily's fortress so Duo can destroy the original source of the energy.
I sense the original energy exists in that tower.
Our final scene brings us to Megaman laying on the ground after defeating Wily, but he has been tainted by evil energy.
This is not good. He's been affected by the evil energy.
Once again, Duo saves his shiny metal ass from certain death. After looking into Megaman's mind and seeing that he has worked on the side of justice, he removes the energy, thus ending his quest. He leaves Megaman to Proto Man, who we unfortunately barely see at all in these cutscenes. Then our hero wakes up in the lab.
Roll! Am I alive?
Are you? Or are you just functioning? Everyone celebrates and, oh look, it's Eddie and Otto. Otto being known as Raitot in Japan, nice little cameo there. Later, Megaman encounters Proto Man as he watches a moody sunset in a field. Again, Shusaku Uchiyama is killing it. That bass is making such a vibe here. Proto relays Duo's gratitude to Megaman.
He said, "Thank you."
Then the scene ends as we look up at the stars to see our mysterious alien friend. What adventures will he have next? I will mention that the ending credits of the game do have another song by Ganesha called Brand New Way. Again, we did not get to experience this poppy ending theme. It's okay though, because, well, you know, Shusaku got you. There are only 5 animated cutscenes, including the intro. Each averages about 2.5 minutes, and the total runtime is barely under 14 minutes. That isn't even the length of an average anime episode, but they are still remembered by many fans to this day, for not only being extremely well animated, action-packed, and possibly the definitive representation of classic Mega Man, but also for being some of the most clumsily dubbed Mega Man media in history. Yeah, that's right. The magnificence of these anime cutscenes is coupled with extremely questionable dubbing for the English speakers out there. How much does this dub weigh down the overall quality of the animation and enjoyment of the cutscenes though? Is this a tragic what could have been moment? I wouldn't say so, not at all. The voice actors who worked on this game were a small group that lived in Japan at the time, consisting of Ruth Shiraishi as Mega Man, Daryl Stoger as Bass, Matthew Mearsbergen as Proto Man, Douglas Kendall as Dr. Wily, Michelle Gazepis as Roll, Jack Evans as Dr. Light, and Wayne Doster as Duo. They all had no voice roles prior to Mega Man 8, so there was definitely inexperience at play. Some did go on to work on other projects, such as Ruth Shiraishi, Matthew Mearsbergen, and Michelle Gazepis, who worked on the terrible dub of Mega Man X4 in the same year. When you mix inexperience with poor direction though, you get something magical. It all begins when the first words are spoken.
Megaman, today we finish this!
Hey, Bass! Why must I fight you?
Not only does Mega Man pronounce Bass's name wrong, but both of our bots speak very stilted. Majestic. Some question the direction of Mega Man's voice, saying he sounds too much like a girl.
I understand, Dr. Light. I'm on it.
When I was young, I also questioned it. I didn't mind it. I was used to my protags being voiced in similar ways. But Mega Man seems a little less boyish in this rendition. Well, we all need to cut Ruth Shiraishi a bit of slack. That is essentially her actual voice here.
Hey everybody, I'm Ruth Jarman Shiraishi, and I am a senpai for Deep Japan.
If she was chosen to voice Mega Man, they must have found her voice to be fitting. She brings a youthful and innocent charm to him, even if the reading leaves a bit to be desired.
Dr. Light, how's it going? Will he be okay?
But that goes for all of the characters.
A strange meteor has fallen to Earth just a while ago. This meteor seems to be emitting a powerful energy signature.
Ah, yes, Dr. Light, probably the most infamous character in this dub. They fuddified him, and I don't know why. I'll say this though, it's comedy gold, and that is worth more than actual gold according to many Doomsday preppers. Dr. Fud Light, brought to you by Jack Evans, was a truly memorable performance, and it has persisted in my mind since I first played the game all those years ago. Mega Man and Dr. Light are typically used as the standout characters to show examples of poor voice acting in this dub, as people found their direction a bit odd. The remaining characters just suffer from the same gripes, such as sounding unnatural, monotone, or stilted. Also, many of the characters only get a line or two, like Roll or Wily, but that doesn't mean I won't talk about them really quick. Daryl Stoger's bass has a punky, young quality to it.
You can't leave yet!
He definitely sounds like a rebellious teen, and that is fitting.
Don't run away, coward. You'll pay for this insult.
Michelle Gazepis has literally 2 lines as Roll.
Megaman! Roll! Megaman, hurry! You must come with me!
And I can't get a good read on her, but her second line doesn't sound half bad actually.
Megaman, you're okay!
When it comes to Wily, I enjoyed Douglas Kendall's execution.
I didn't think you'd make it this far, Mega Man! However, I don't have time to deal with you!
He sounds evil, and his laugh is perfect. Well done. Matthew Mearsbergen gave Proto Man a keen and cool voice, even if he was limited in lines.
Mega Man, I have a message to give you from Duo.
Perhaps this works in his favor, since he is a bot of few words. Lastly, Duo, performed by Wayne Doster. He has many more voice lines.
He still lives.
But I expected Dio to have a deeper voice for his grand size. Doster's voice has a calm and collected, yet youthful tone.
With your help, this planet will survive.
Which is still fitting because he is a heroic and mysterious figure of great power. Though there is more to a dub than merely the execution from voice actors, and they don't deserve all the blame here. I argue that the poor dub is more on the hands of the studio. Part of the unnatural and stilted takes that the voice actors have is due to the aversion of using contractions.
What is the problem?
Or speaking with overly dramatic word choices.
Why must I fight you? You must come with me.
Something this powerful must not fall into the hands of evil. Must recover all the energy.
Everyone must do something. They don't use other words like need or say have to. This is an issue with the script. Clearly there was not a lot of time put into writing it, and perhaps the language barrier may have contributed to poor word choices. Another thing to keep in mind when writing a script is to make sure there are enough words being spoken to compensate for how much your characters' mouths will be opening and closing. There are a lot of times that the characters' mouths flap and nothing will be coming out.
Yes, you are. Duo saved you.
I understand, Dr. Light. Hey, Zach!
Overall, it comes across like how shows used to spoof anime.
Speed, I do not think you should be in this race. Haha, the Mach 5 is not ready. Haha.
But Pops, I must be in this race. Haha.
Or do they still spoof anime like this? Oh, Vlad, I hope that anime spoofs have evolved in the past 25 years.
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another.
Say what now?
We may be able to locate another.
Why do a second take when you can get it somewhat right on the first?
Recover all the energy immediately, Megaman. Immediately, Megaman.
This isn't a one-time deal either. We are blessed to have it happen again.
He will regain consciousness soon. He will regain.
I could see someone getting tongue-tied a little when saying he will regain. Just maybe take a few minutes to make sure that you get the take where it isn't tied. Again, this is pure incompetence on the studio's end. And it doesn't stop there. The stars aligned and shined down on this dub to be the chosen one. Not only is the voice acting below average, the script lackluster, and the direction poor, but... Whisper louder, please. As you can hear, the mixing isn't done very well. The music drowns out the characters' voices at times.
Dad, you'll have to take care of this some other time.
Those were the only two instances I found, so it isn't egregious, but still, this dub is the real deal. Its incompetency levels are off the charts. Don't get me wrong here though. I don't blame the voice actors for being new. No one goes in and blows a roll out of the water on their first attempt. Making a mistake while dubbing is common. I know. When I record, I have to redo my lines so many times because I get tongue-tied. I blame the studio for poor direction in script writing and not polishing the final product. If anything, the voice actors did their best and provided beloved childhood memories to many fans and gave the internet another source of humor. Megaman 8's cutscenes are ones of bizarre beauty, at least the English dub anyway, and the shining stars in an otherwise average Mega Man game. I loved them so much as a kid, and even if they used to get a bit of flack, they have grown in popularity over the years and are looked fondly upon by many. Alrighty loungers, thanks for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed your stay, please consider leaving a like, smashing subscribe, or contributing a comment below. Also, if you like silly dubs, maybe you like silly anime and want to check out this video on Dragon Half, or maybe my more recent video on Plastic Little. It was great chilling with you, and I hope to see you return to the Rerun Lounge.